Welcome to our next lesson. We are going to be using these following materials. So I'd like you to go get what I am going to go over with you before you start. I want you to have everything. So you're going to need your watercolor set. You're going to need your bag of oil pastels. You're going to need like either a paper plate or even a regular plate from home. That's what we're going to be using to put our oil pastels on. We're just going to lay them on there. You need a cup of water for the watercoloring, cup of water. You can go grab your paintbrush from when we were doing, oh, this wasn't our paintbrush. The paintbrush, sorry, that was a paintbrush that Zach's older siblings were using. The big paintbrush that you used for the color mixing lessons last month. You can go grab that big paintbrush if you'd like. If you have other paintbrushes in your house, like we have bigger other sizes, you can go grab whatever you'd like for paintbrushes. Also, you need a paper towel or napkin. And this that was in your art supplies, it's a white piece of paper with a potato print. It's potato stamped. I bought a potato, I cut it in half. I dipped it in brown paint and I did a potato print right on the paper. So go grab this and let's see, and a pencil. All right, so go grab these supplies, come on back and we'll get ready. So I'll go over it again. Watercolor set, oil pastels, a plate of some sort, a paper towel of some sort, a cup of water, any other paintbrushes that you might want to use from your home, and your potato print that's on your white construction paper. Go grab those things along with a pencil and come on back and we'll be ready to go. All right, if you are with me, you have all your supplies. First thing I want you to do is grab your pencil. We're only going to use it one time. Turn it over.
I think I know what we're going to do. The body.
Turn it over.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You got it. Write your name neatly on the back so that your teacher can read it. Okay, I'll write mine a little bit darker so you can see it. I'm using my neat handwriting. Okay. Okay, Zach's writing his name on the back of his. Now flip it over. You don't need your pencil anymore. In fact, I don't want to see any pencils going forward. No more pencils. Okay, take your paper plate, and what you're going to do is you're going to open your Ziploc bag of oil pastels, like this, and you're going to arrange them on your plate. You're going to follow me.
You forgot to show me.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Zach, how's it going?
Hi.
Here's Zach's workspace. I already set up his paper plate. I have his watercolors off to the side because we're going to do that at the very, very end, and he's all ready to go. Let me set them up, and then I'm going to have you go over the things in order to keep a positive mindset, okay?
Okay.
All right, so get your paper plate in front of you. Open up your oil pastel bag. Grab your black and your white, and you can put those down on low. You'll notice your black and your white are a full oil pastel, and it has the paper still on it. All the other ones are oil pastels broken in half because we need to share. The whole school needs to share, and everybody needs.
I don't really like the oil pastels that have like pointy parts. Like
Oh, I'm gonna go over that. Okay, can you hang on 1 second before we start getting into the oil pastels?
Okay.
Just a second. Let me set them up and let me explain some things about them. Okay, so I had to break all the oil pastels in half so that we could use them for the whole school, and we only needed half as many oil pastels. The box that I ordered had twice as many black and whites, so everybody got a black and white full. All the other ones are going to be half, which is totally fine. So I'm going to start by kind of making a rainbow. So I have my pinks over here with my red.
I'm gonna make a rainbow too.
Okay, I have my pinks over here with my red, and then I went orange, yellow. I have two greens. Green, light green, dark green, blue, and purple. So now I have all of my oil pastels all set up on my plate. If you need a parent to help you with this, I'd like you to go get a parent and say, hey, can you help me organize? Or, hey, I'd really like you to join me with my art lesson today so you can help guide me. That is a really good thing that first graders can do. So if you have an adult in the house who is available to sit down with you while you're doing your art lesson and guide you, go and grab that adult and say, hey, come and hang out with me and watch me do my art and help me if I need it. So I have the oil pastels set up on my plate, my paper plate. So I'm going to put my paper plate off to the side for right now. And then I have my piece of paper with my potato print. I'm going to leave my watercolor and my cup of water off to the side because we're not going to need that until the very, very end. Okay?
Wait, did you say that we need them?
We do need them.
Yeah. Did you say that we need the watercolor?
I did. Yeah, I told him to go get it. Okay, so Zach, can you, now that everybody's set up, can you read for us what we go over every time in order to keep a positive mindset?
Yep. Number 1, always try your best. Number 2, if you get frustrated, take a deep breath, counts to 10, take a deep breath, and try again. Number 3, everyone's art will turn out uniquely. No, everyone's art will
turn out differently.
Turn out
differently?
No, it says this.
You want me to zoom in on it? That's turn out, and then go down to the next line. Yeah, you got it. We'll turn out.
No, I mean the O and the U and the
yeah, the
T.
O. So OU says ow, and then the T says t. Out.
Oh.
Out. Turn
Everyone's
out.
art will turn out differently. Your artwork is uniquely yours. Number 4, always, no. Art is not perfect. And my sister Sarah made up a rule to always have fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun doing this together.
Wait,
okay?
is this one video or 2 videos?
It's gonna be I'm thinking it's gonna be one video. Okay.
Oh my
yeah. So we're gonna get started, okay? So what we're gonna be doing today is we are going to be honoring the people who lived on the land that we live on now before the Europeans came and set up their colonies here and formed the United States eventually. So those people, whenever you're talking about people who originally lived in a place, we call those people indigenous people. Can you say indigenous?
Indigenous people.
So the indigenous people that lived here before the Europeans came and settled this area and made it into the United States, those indigenous people are called Native Americans. And I thought this is a really cool lesson for the month of November because we celebrate Thanksgiving and it's kind of centered around Native Americans and the Pilgrims. You know, and there's a lot of different beliefs in the way that it actually happened, but the whole point of Thanksgiving is to give thanks for the things that we have in our lives, and that originated from the stories of the Pilgrims and the Native Americans sharing a dinner together. Okay, so the indigenous people that lived on this land before the Europeans came over and settled the land and conquered the land and actually took it from the Native Americans, they were from many different tribes. And so I'm going to show you some images, some real pictures of Native Americans, and I'm going to show you some paintings of Native Americans. And I want you to really look at their clothes and all their accessories. So I want to point out here, this is a real picture. So look at his...
Are we going to start in like 5 minutes?
No, like 2.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you look here, because I need to show you images so you know what we're going to draw. So here is a Native American, and look at his headdress. Look at all those beautiful feathers and colors. And then the headdress comes down here at the ears. And then look at all this beautiful jewelry he's wearing. And then the clothes. here is, I want to show you the real life pictures first, and then I'm going to show you paintings. Here is a picture of a woman who's a Native American, and she has her headdress right here. And look at all the different details and shapes and patterns and designs all over, and then the feathers coming out, and her jewelry right down her neck. Okay. I don't think there's anything on the back of that. This one, nope. Here is another one.
Look at there's something in the back of that.
There is. Yeah, I noticed that. Look at these feathers. They're coming back and up and over. The headband of it, the jewelry coming down, her hair coming down. Look at all these details and patterns and shapes. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some paintings, because what we're going to create look more like paintings, okay? So I'm just going to flip through. I want you to just observe and look at them, all the colors and the feathers and the designs. Okay, we did that one. Here's another one.
They must be professional artists.
The people who did these paintings, they definitely have professional artists written all over them. But look at all the feathers and the decorations coming down. Here's another one. Oh, I already showed you that one, excuse me. Here's another one.
That one looks pretty cool.
Yeah, right? Here's another one. Okay, and another one. Look at all those colors. And this one's kind of fun here. We have a bunch of colors going all the way up. We have colors on the face makeup. Okay, let's see if there's anything on the back of this one. Ooh, look at those bright colors. Okay, so now that you've seen a lot of images, I'm going to show you some portfolio pieces of past first graders. So this was Sammy's from when he was in first grade. Zach's brother, Sammy. Okay, this is what we're going to be creating, okay? Thanks, Zach. This one's Joey's when he was in first grade. And this one was Sarah's. Thank you, Zach.
Oh, that's...
Okay.
The pumpkin is in there.
Yeah, it is. Here was Sarah's. All right. We are going to do this together. Are you ready to start, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course I am.
So we are going to start by doing the, we're going to work up above the potato print. We're going to do the potato print face, and then we're going to work down. We're going to use our oil pastels. So I'm going to talk about the oil pastels for just a second. White and black have the wrapper around them, so leave those alone. And you're going to notice that half of your colors are going to have points where they're sharpened, like almost like a crayon. And then half of them are going to be having been broken off the tip, because that other half with the tip on it went to somebody else in the school. So that's okay if you don't have all of them with a tip at the front, on the top. You're gonna have half with a tip and half without. When we use oil pastels, our hands can get really messy. So I highly recommend, if you have a napkin, you can go and get a wet napkin.
And you could wash your hands after this art lesson.
Oh, for sure, we're gonna wash our hands. But if while you're doing your lesson, you wanna wipe your hands off, I would go get a wet paper towel or a baby wipe or a wipey, and then a dry one, so that you can do that while you're working, okay? All right, let's get started. If you do not have a piece of paper underneath where you're gonna be working, go grab either newspaper or scratch paper laying around the kitchen or somewhere in the house that you can work on top of. And we're gonna start by doing the headdress. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Okay, I want you to pick a color. It doesn't matter what color. I'm just gonna pick myself. I'm gonna pick red. So pick a color. And we're gonna do some simple shapes of going up to make the headdress.
I'm kind of thinking if I want to do something like Sarah's, like blue, pink, and then yellow.
Okay. So we're gonna do a couple colors going up the headdress. So I'm gonna show you first, and then I want you to follow me. So we're just gonna do little tiny square, or more like rectangles, that are kind of going up above the head, but not too high up. See about that distance? Okay, because then I'm going to take another color and add another color and another. So it's going to look like what Zach was saying. See, Sarah's? We're going to do a couple colors going up. So don't go too high. So do, like, I would say maybe do like this far apart.
Like
okay?
this?
You can do them this far apart and go, oh, get them closer. Look, watch what I'm doing, Zach. Get them closer.
Okay.
Okay? And
Like this?
just do, yeah, and you can even squeeze one right in there. You can squeeze
Okay.
another one in there. Yeah, good job. And then, so I'm doing little rectangles going up. I'm just going to go
I'm
all
doing
the way
mine like
around.
this, like sideways.
Okay, great.
Wait, I could fit one in here.
So go all the way around about that far around the head, the top of the head. And then pick another color. So put that color down that you were doing. And then pick another color. So maybe I will choose purple. And then we're going to continue those lines up and we're just going to add to the red. Okay?
I'm going to choose green.
Okay, you choose green. Continue it going up. Okay? And if you wanted to make them touch more, you could actually have them more along the lines of touching, where you get them really close together, or you can have them a little bit further apart, like here. Okay, so you decide. And then we're gonna do,
But no erasing after this.
no, you get one shot.
I know.
Okay, so that's kind of like the little,
I'm just going to take the eraser this time.
no,
Just
there's
kidding.
no erasing. Okay, so that's kind of the beginning of the headdress, and now I'm gonna do like a feather type, a little bit longer of a rectangle to represent the feather. So I'm gonna do this like super light pink. You can do whatever you like. You can do whatever color you like.
Orange, either orange or blue.
Okay, and then just start going up. Now look, see my really light color right
Wait,
here?
can you do 4 colors on this?
We are gonna do 4 colors, but can I talk to you about not touching the oil pastels together, because the colors rub off.
Oh.
So if onto each other. So look, Zach, if the color rubs off on this, I can move my paper to the side, and the paper that I have underneath, I can take my oil pastel and I can go like this and rub that the color that got on there, the black. See how I rubbed all the black off? So you can take it and rub it off on your scratch
That
paper
looks
below you.
cool. That.
Yeah, right? So go ahead now and do a longer rectangle for the feathers. So I'm going to do the longer rectangle, and maybe I can make it even
I'm just going
poofier.
to do blue.
I can make it a little bit poofier. See, Zach, what I'm doing? I'm making them bigger and poofier and longer.
Mine
All
are
right.
pretty long.
Beautiful. All right, we're all doing our very best. We're on our 3rd color.
People might even be starting their 2nd color.
Well, if you are not with us, I want you to press the pause button until you are actually with us, because I don't want to lose you.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so Zach is going. I'm going to show you where Zach is. He's doing long blue feathers going up. They're a little bit longer than his other rectangles. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pick our last color, and we are going to do a triangle tip at the top.
Wait, can I see the one that has the feathers going sideways?
Of the images?
Yeah. I want to see the one that...
That one?
Oh, yeah. Mine kind of looks like this.
Yeah, yours looking great.
It kind of looks like it's windy.
It's windy, yeah. Okay, so grab a color. I'm going to pick the darker green. And now what we're going to do is we're going to
Wait,
do...
Mom, do we blow after we put it on there?
Oh, great question. So Zach is saying, hey, he has a little bit of remnants of the oil pastel that are coming off, kind of like when you use an eraser. So Zach said, should we blow? And the answer is yes. If you go like this and go, whoosh, and wipe, it's going to all smear. So we're going to pick up our paper and we're going to go. So everyone pick up your paper and blow.
Well, you can't just lift it up and put it like.
No, we're just going to blow. Just to avoid the smudge, we're just going to blow, okay? All right, grab your fourth color and we're going to do triangle tips at the very top, okay?
I didn't know they were going to triangle tips.
We're going to try to do some triangle tips at the top. Everyone's working at their own pace. If you needed to, if your fingers are getting really dirty and you want to wipe your fingers off, press the pause button and use a wet wipe or a wet paper towel. And you can go ahead and get the oil pastels that are on your hands, you can get them off. Okay, I'm just doing little tiny triangles.
Some are too small, so I can't do triangles.
Just do your best. Do your best. I'm just doing triangles all the way around the top. And the next thing we're going to do...
Maybe I should have got a pointy one.
That's okay. You're just doing your best, working with what you have. After you're done making your feather part of your headdress, we're going to do the headband. So you're going to pick whatever color you'd like. And we are going to do, first, we're going to do a straight line. We need to make sure we have room for our eyes. So I'm going to look at my spacing. Make sure you have room for your eyes right here, Zach, like right here. And a nose and a mouth. And you're going to come above that.
We're going to do black, right?
We're not going to do the eyes yet. We're going to do the headband. We're going to do this part right here. So look, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth are down below. And now we're going to do the headband up here.
Can you do like a pattern for a headband?
Sure. So first we're going to do the line that goes across. Okay, you pick the color. And then maybe you either take the same color or a different color and maybe do some like 2 or 3 shapes. I have to blow here. Okay, so here I'm going to take my light green and I'm going to do a circle. And then I'm going to do another circle. And then I'm going to do a third circle. So here's my headband. It's very, very simple. So I just did a straight line across and I picked a shape and I did 3 of them up top. 1, 2, 3. So there is our headband.
Can you do 4 of them up top?
If 4 fit, you may. All right, now we're going to grab our black and we're going to do the rest of the face. So look here. We have eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And the eyes are really simple.
Let's see how this turns out.
The eyes are really simple.
Cool,
so you can use your black and you can just do some almond-shaped eyes or circle eyes, and you can color them in like that. You can do a nose that comes just down in between the 2 eyes, and it comes down and in. Down and in, okay? Maybe you need to blow off. Okay, so it comes down and in. Good. You don't need to color that in, you just need to trace it. Good. And then you can add the mouth. Okay? I'm going to have mine smiling. So here's my mouth.
Should I have mine grinning?
You can have yours grinning, sure. All right, and now let's add just a little bit of some warrior paint on this Native American's face.
Oh.
So grab a color, I'm gonna pick red, and I'm just gonna do some warrior paint. 1, 2, 3 lines down, like this. Okay, that's good, honey, that is good. Now grab.
Mom, I didn't do the face.
You did. Whoa, stop, please. Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
the face.
Got it. You mean the mouth.
Yeah, the mouth.
Got it. That looks beautiful. Okay, now grab another color. Okay, once it's on, you can't rub it off. It will not rub off.
That should be part of the nose.
Okay, honey, that's a good sized nose. You want room on the cheeks to do the warrior paint, okay?
Okay.
All right, pick a color for the warrior paint because that is a beautiful nose and a beautiful face. Okay, so look, here's our warrior paint coming down the face.
I think I can make my nose longer, a little bit longer.
finish up the paint on both sides. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to show you where Zach is. He has his face. I have my face. Super proud of how ours is turning out totally uniquely different, right, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, remember not to rub it. If you rub it, there you go, blow. Yes, beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna come down the, get your black or your brown, and we're gonna do the hair coming down. So come back up to the headdress right up here, and we're gonna come down, and Native Americans, they really grew their hair long. So we're gonna do some hair that comes down like this.
Like this?
Yeah, and come down on the other side like this. Now stop there and wait for me, because I'm going to show you what a lot of Native Americans, how they wore their hair. They wore them in kind of ponytails that came in the front. So watch what you can do. You can come down like this, and then I think we should actually wait to do the rest of the hair. Pick up your brown. You may have done the hair brown, and that's fine too. Pick up your brown next, and we're going to actually do the neck and the shoulders so that we know where the hair rests. Okay, so just do 2 lines down for the neck. And then we're going to do just some shoulders coming down like this. And watch me first, Zach. We're going to do shoulders coming down like this, and then we're going to come down to the rest of the body. And a lot of times they wore these beautiful like blankets around themselves. So we're going to wrap our Native American around with a big blanket, so we can come down like this.
Like that?
Yes. And then come off the shoulder here.
My Native American has a big nose.
It does. That's beautiful. Okay, come off the neck and do the shoulder on this side, and then about as long as you did over here.
Like this long?
Yep, and then watch me, Zach. Watch me. Watch me. And then I'm going to come down and come off.
Come down and come off.
Beautiful. Okay, so now I have the outline of the body, and I'm going to now fill in the rest of the hair. Are you ready? Pick your black back up.
Wow, we are using so many black so many times.
We are going to use it. I think this might be our last time, because we're going to do the clothes. We're going to do the clothes super, super colorful.
You could do it rainbow shapes.
So look here. I'm going to show you the hair coming down here. And then I'm going to show you this one. We can do hair coming down into like a little ponytails. Okay? So bring your hair down. And you can color this part in. You can bring your hair down all the way to the neck like that, all the way down the neck to the shoulder. On both sides, we're coloring it in.
And Mom, I think you could like go down to the shoulder like this, and then do a line like where you go like that. Like
Okay.
you go like that and then draw like
Yes,
that.
you can do that. Yes. And then Zach, I'm going to
That's
have
a
go.
good idea.
We're going to go past the shoulders, and we're going to come down, and we're going to do a little bit of a ponytail, like this on both sides, kind of like an oval shape.
Like this?
Yeah. And do it on the other side, and then we're going to put some jewelry in the hair. Okay? So grab another color, any color you'd like. I think I'm going to do, let's see, I haven't done blue yet.
Well,
I want you to
I've done blue one time.
I want you to pick a shape. What shape do you think, Zach?
I actually never picked blue.
I haven't done blue yet. What shape do you want to do?
I want to do, since I already did green for this and green for this, well, dark green. I might do red.
Okay, and give me
No.
a shape, Zach.
I actually want to do blue.
You going to do blue? Okay, pick a shape for me.
A like that like
No, tell me a shape. Give me the name of the shape.
this.
Okay, look at me, honey. So we have circles, triangles, squares, rectangles. Give me one of those shapes. Pick one
Rectangle.
of those. Rectangle. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of a rectangle here, and that's going to be the jewelry that's going to be in the hair. Okay, you pick the shape that you want to do, and you do that jewelry in the hair, and then we're going to add
triangle.
another shape. So we're going to do two shapes. So I did a square, a rectangle, and then I think I'll do
upside down triangle.
Okay, you do a triangle, and then I think I'll do a circle down below it, a different color.
Of course you color it in.
Yeah, a circle down below. Oop.
I'm going to do a circle down below too.
So we're going to do two shapes, and then we're going to end the hair. The hair is going to stick out a little bit. So here is the hair. Beautiful. Color it all in.
I have
color all of it in.
Okay.
All of it. Yeah. So you don't see any white. Color it all in. So Zach's working on coloring. Oh, blow, blow, blow. Okay, good. There you go. Okay, color it all in. And then we're going to add a little bit of black hair coming out of the jewelry.
We're using black so many times.
All right, that might actually be the end of what we need for black. Okay, so let's do some, okay, we're going to take our brown, and we are going to define how the blanket is going to sweep across the Native American, okay? So come off the shoulder here, and I want you to sweep the blanket and before you do it, I'm going to do it, and I want to show you what I mean by this. I'm going to sweep the blanket like this, so that
I saw that on every one of them.
We have two layers. We're gonna have a layer of a blanket going this way and a layer of the blanket going that way. I want you to do that sweeping line right now. So go ahead and do that sweeping line.
Okay.
So you can come off the shoulder. Good. Beautiful. Okay, now what I'd like to do on this side right here on the bottom side, take your brown marker, and we're going to make different areas that we're going to color in different colors, okay? And sweep it. Keep going. Sweep it again. And sweep it again. Good.
I think I can fit one more.
One more.
Maybe more than one.
Maybe one more.
Yeah.
Maybe one more right there. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing going this way. Come over here on the shoulder and do a sweeping line going like this. Sweep it. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Now, we want to leave an area right here for some jewelry. So we're going to put the brown down. Look at all this jewelry. Look at all the jewelry right here. See all that jewelry coming down the neck?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do something like that. Look at this jewelry. This is just one big necklace.
We're almost finished.
We are. Look at this jewelry. The necklace right here.
This might only be 30 minutes.
It's going to be a little bit longer than that. Look at this jewelry.
Maybe 35.
Look at that, all that jewelry coming down.
Wait, I want to see that.
Look at that one.
Oh.
And how about this one? Look at this jewelry. Okay. So we're going to do some jewelry. And the way that we're going to do this is we are going to pick a color.
I think I know what my shape is going to be. Diamond.
A diamond? Okay. Pick a color then. And if you're going to do a diamond, Zach, I think I'll do red. My recommendation is that...
I was going to do red.
Oh, good. My recommendation is that you do a diamond right in the center of the Native American's chest, right in the center. Okay? If you're going to do a diamond so that you can see it, and then pick a couple other colors and do maybe...
Do we color it in?
Yeah, color it in. And then maybe do some... You can do a circle on both sides of the diamond.
That's a great idea.
Then maybe pick some other colors where you're doing little tiny circles going across. And you can do it above the diamond. Okay? And then you can pick your brown and you can connect them all. And you can do all these different necklaces. Okay? Coming down the front.
Like this? Connecting all that?
Oh, yeah. That looks beautiful. All right. Once you have it, and then color all that red in a little bit more. Now we're going to finish
My red looks actually really good.
Oh, yeah. You're doing great. Now we're gonna finish doing our sweeping lines. So I'm gonna come over here and look, I'm gonna come up here. But look, I came into my circle. So
we just go over it. We go like that, and
yes, you lift it up. So you come down. You're touching your circle. Lift it up. Keep going. Lift it up. Keep going. Okay, and then just do a couple more sweeping lines going across for this side, this part of the.
I think I could do one in the middle.
Okay. Good. Beautiful. You could probably do one right here. Okay. Now what you're going to do?
We go like? Ooh?
No, I would just have those different like that. Okay. Now we're going to do the really big colorful part. And this is going to end it for the oil pastels. You're going to color in all the different areas that you made.
Sounds like
different colors.
We're
We're going to do the watercolor to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do all these different colors. You can do a pattern.
Wait, what is
it doesn't have to be a pattern.
For?
The watercolor it makes it so we're painting in the background, and then we're going to paint actually over it. You'll see. You'll see. It's going to look beautiful. So here's that example.
I mean, like the background could be blue.
Mm-hmm. Here's that example. So everyone start coloring in all the different sections. Pick different colors. Make it super beautiful and brilliant and bright. Okay, I'm coloring this one blue.
I'm coloring this one green,
but do you
right
see,
on my green circle.
Beautiful. But do you see how I'm getting all the white, Zach? I don't want to see any white.
I have, you see that black right there? I'm just gonna.
I don't want to see any white. I want to see you color it all the way in. Oh, we forgot the neck. Okay, look what Zach's doing. He's getting the black off of his oil pastel, and he's rolling his oil pastel on his scratch paper. Beautiful. All right, before we move on, can everyone just pause where you are in your coloring, put the color down, and pick up the brown, and let's do the neck so we don't forget the neck. I don't want to leave the neck out. So the neck comes down to that first piece of jewelry right here for me.
Like this?
Yeah, but I see white. Make sure you don't see any white. Make sure you really color in all around. But if you do want to do a layer of white somewhere, then use your white oil pastel.
Okay.
Okay?
But you can trace over white easily.
You choose, okay?
I'm just kidding, Mom.
And then just keep going. I want to see all different colors coming down this beautiful blanket that's wrapped around the Native American. And we still have our brown guiding us, separating the lines, separating the colors. Those are our lines that we're using. And I don't want to see any white. Take your time. Everyone works at their own pace. If you need to pause the video and you're taking...
My sections are looking good.
Yep, but I see a ton of white. I don't want to see any white. All the white should be totally colored in. So I'm going to show you.
What if you want it white?
So look, Zach, look where your blue is right there. Grab your blue again, and I want you to color in all of that white area. Yes, all of it. That's all right. Blow. Oh, on the table, don't worry. It washes right off.
Oh.
Yeah. Good. I still see white in that blue area. Get all the... Slow, slow, slow. There you go. Now pick up the green, the light green, and get that light green area again, because I see a lot of white. I don't want to see any white, but go slowly. Go at your own pace. Okay, and blow. There we go. Blow off all the stuff that comes off your beautiful. I still see white. I still see white right there.
Mom,
You're gonna have to come back to that.
I'm just doing this.
Okay. I don't want to see any white.
Wait. Does this connect to here or does this connect to here?
For you, that goes, and you know what? I think we needed to do that. Okay, so the green jumps over that and comes over here and jumps over that and comes over here. If you need to go ask an adult, if an adult is not sitting with you, guiding you, and you need to go ask an adult, hey, I'd like you to help me with this part. Go grab an adult and say, hey, come and do this with me. This is super fun. Hey, go grab the adult. Hey, do you see any white showing?
Mom, look, I'm going to do that, and then that because
Okay.
I like doing.
Sure. However you want to design it. Beautiful.
Wait, where did my green go?
Your dark green?
Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, you got it. Okay. All right. I'm working hard. I'm doing my best. I'm working at my own pace. I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time. Zach's taking his time. I see a ton of white, Zach. I see a ton of white. Yeah, take your time. You don't have to go this fast. Okay? All the areas need to be totally colored in. Slow it down if you need to. There you go, Zach. Way to color it in. All right. It's really helpful if an adult is guiding you and giving you some pointers. I'm here with Zach. I'm giving him pointers while I'm doing it. It's really helpful to have somebody helping with
You
any
could
part.
ask an adult to come and sit with you to say, tell me if I missed like some white spots.
Yeah, you might say, hey, come and sit with me so that you can tell me if I missed any white spots.
Did you ever say that?
Yeah, but I like how you repeated it.
Oh.
That was super helpful. All right. I'm doing my best. Zach's doing his best. Let's see. How do I want to separate this? All right. I'm going to go like this. I can do whatever colors I can.
I'm almost done.
Great. We're all doing our very, very best. Trying our best, right?
I haven't used yellow yet, so I should use it on a big spot.
You could use yellow. I'm trying to figure out, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do this light color here. I'm doing my best.
I might go like this. Since it's like this, I might draw a line like that.
Okay, let's see.
Like that and then like that.
So here I see two areas. One is right here, and then the other is that shoulder area right there.
Oh.
Yeah, that looks great. Okay. Doing our best, having a good time.
So if it's a little bit wobbly.
Yeah, where this video is wobbly because we're coloring. And I hear Zach doing a lot of blowing here. We're blowing it off so that we don't make a big mess here. I can even turn my paper. Look here, Zach. Watch. I can turn my paper like this so I can color that without messing up getting the oil pastel on my hand. Zach is at the same spot where I am. So I just told him to turn his paper. Okay.
Are we going to sign off now?
No, we're going to do the last step, which is the
Watercolor.
watercoloring. The watercoloring's
I almost forgot.
very simple.
I'm going to do blue backgrounds.
Okay, so press the pause button if you are not with us. If you need more time. But once you have everything colored in oh, you have one more section right there.
Oh.
Once you have everything colored in, like I have it colored in, Zach has one more little tiny area down low. He's going to go blue. Now we're going to do the very last thing, and this only takes a few minutes, this last step. It's the watercolor part.
And like 3 minutes.
Okay, so if you have a wet wipe, this is when you grab the wet wipe. So I'm going to hand Zach a wet wipe.
I have a version.
Here you go. Before you open that though, let's clean up our hands.
Hey, this is glue. What is this?
Well, it's where the paper was. But can you close that up,
Oh.
please? We're not doing that yet.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, take your wet wipe or take a paper towel that's wet or go to a sink if you want. And I want you to get all the oil pastels off your hands. So if you want to pause the video and go and wash your hands with soap and water, you can do that. Or you can use the paper towel that's wet or a wet wipe. Get your hands all clean, no more oil pastels on them. Do one last blow on your paper. Go to an adult and say, okay, is everything colored in? Is everything colored in?
Everything colored in, Mom?
Yes, that looks beautiful. So
No, I think I missed a swap the background.
Oh, that's what we're going to do right now. So Zach is ready to go. Zach, that looks beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so you are going to open up your watercolors now.
Okay.
Grab your watercolor, set, open it up. Okay.
I took out my paintbrush.
So you have a paintbrush in your watercoloring set.
I took my olive paintbrush and then I realized I had one in my watercolor sets.
Or you even have a paintbrush from when we painted last month, okay? Or if you have other paintbrushes in your house, like I have this paintbrush that is a pretty big size. I'm going to be using this myself because it's a big size. But you can use anything that you have.
Yeah, because you're an adult.
And then I have my cup of water off to the side, and I have my paper towel if I need it. And all you're going to do is you're going to pick a color. One color only, okay? And that is what we're going to be painting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, see this? We are going to paint
Not didn't do any backgrounds.
He did. It's just very light. So you're going to pick one color, and you're not only going to paint the background, you're actually going to go over your whole Native American. So what color are you going to pick, Zachy?
First?
No, one. We're only picking one. What color are you going to pick of the watercolor?
Well, look like most of the people pick blue.
You choose, though. What do you choose?
I want to pick blue.
Okay. So Zach's going to pick blue. I'm going to go with you, Zach. You can pick orange or yellow.
I'm just going to dip my brush into the water.
Hang on. Please do not pick black or brown or gray. I want you to pick one of the rainbow colors. So either red, orange,
green,
yellow,
green,
blue, or purple. Or you could even do this. Pink. You could even do this pink right here. Yeah. Please do not do black, brown, or gray. We're going to stay away from the dark colors. Pick a color, dip your paintbrush into your water. So here's our paintbrush, dip it into your water. Zach said blue, so I'm going to go with you, Zach. I'm going to dip mine into blue. And we are just going to start.
You might need a lot of water for this.
You're going to need a lot of water. Yep, and just start watercoloring the whole background and over your Native American. Okay, do the whole background first. Go all over your background. And this watercolor brush in our set might take us a while using this one, which is totally okay.
I'm still dipping my brush into the water.
It's okay if it takes you a while. I want you to do the whole background before you go over your Native American. Okay? But I'm gonna kind of wrap it up for myself and wrap it up because this is the last step. We're done after this. So I'm gonna just use my bigger paintbrush to show you what it's gonna look like in the end, okay? So
Why did we even think of using this watercolor? Why didn't we get another watercolor?
A different brush, you mean? What do you mean, honey?
A different set of watercolors.
Well, this is the set that we got in our in our art supplies. Okay, so look, watch Zach. I'm going over my oil pastel. Look, Zach, I'm going over my oil pastel. Do you see that?
How come I never Maybe this is a too small brush.
So you can switch to that brush that I gave you. If you have a bigger brush at home, go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, the one in the paint set will work just fine. It'll just take a little bit longer. So I'm going all around. You might have picked yellow. You might have picked orange or green or red.
I didn't want to pick yellow because it's a really bright color, so you wouldn't be able to see it.
You don't think you'd see it as well? Okay, I did my whole background. Remember, I grabbed my bigger brush now because I wanted to show you. So I did my whole background, and now I'm going to go over my whole Native American too. I'm going to go over everything. And see how on top of the oil pastel, it makes little pools of colors? Do you see that, Zach? Look at mine. You haven't gotten to that part yet. Look, it makes little pools of the color. You just kind of go all over and we'll see how that dries. Okay?
You could get some of the, like some of these things, the feathers.
Yes, go right over it.
Because you're doing the background and it's close to the feathers.
Yeah. So I just finished. So this is how we finish it off. And then you're going to go, Zach's going to keep working. I'm going to tell you how to wrap it up. You can, once this is done, you just finish painting. You are going to let this dry in a safe place in your home. Where no siblings and no pets can get to it. Let it dry in a very safe place. And once it's dry, then you are going to be putting, I believe I gave you oh gosh, my memory right now. I believe I gave you 2 warm-up papers. Yes. So you're going to take one of your warm-up papers.
I'm going to just do this brush.
Okay. So you're going to take one of your blank white copy.
Oh, I think it's just because I'm running out.
You're going to take one of your blank white copy papers, your warm-up paper that's in your art materials, and once this is totally dry, you're going to put that blank warm-up paper on top to protect it from rubbing off on any other art lessons that you have.
Watercolor.
Hang on one second, please. I'm just going to wrap them up and then I'm going to help you finish, okay? So you are going to take the warm-up paper that was provided. There's one. That you have 2 that were provided. You're going to take one of them and you are going, oh wait, oh my gosh, I'm blanking if I gave you 3 or 2. Okay, here's the deal. If I gave you 3, then I want you to take one of them and I want you to put it on top once this is dry to protect it. If I only gave you 2, then if you have an extra piece of just white paper at home or in your school supplies, grab that and put it on top to protect it. And then you're going to paper clip this with any other other finished art pieces that you might have, and have that all, once this is dry, and have that all ready to be turned into school at the next material drop off. I'm going to show you where Zach is. So this is where Zach is. After I'm done with the video, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to guide him to get all the white that's still showing.
Can I use your watercolor?
Yes, hang on please. I'm going to guide him to paint in all the other areas that are white in his background to finish it off to get it the blue all, so that no white is showing, just like mine, okay? So good luck, you guys. I hope you had a good time and I can't wait to see all the finished art pieces. To put your oil pastels away, you're going to open up your plastic bag and you're going to put them in one at a time gently. We don't want them really smudging and rubbing up against each other, so this is how we put our oil pastels away because we need our oil pastels for the next lesson. So put them in your Ziploc bag, and I want you to snap your Ziploc bag, or ask an adult, please snap my Ziploc bag. And then you're going to put these back in a safe, in with your art materials or your school supplies. You're gonna put them away with your school supplies. You're gonna take your watercolor set as well. You're gonna clean up your watercolor set. You're gonna clean up your paintbrush. You're gonna snap it closed, and you're gonna take your paint and your oil pastels and any other supplies, like if you got out your big paintbrush from last month, you're going to take those supplies, you're going to go put them back with your schoolwork, and then you're going to clean up your workstation. You're going to dump your water out, clean out your cup. You are going to, if you did a paper plate, put that with this as well. If you just did a regular plate from the house, go put it in the dishwasher. And otherwise, we are all done. So I can't wait to see your Native American artwork, and we will see, Zach and I will see you for the next lesson. Zach, you want to sign off and say bye?
Bye.
All right, we'll see you next time.